Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us out at pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Carmen from eCore Services, revenue marketing consultant out with them. How you doing today, Carmen?
I'm great, Ernesto. Thank you for having me today.
It's great to have you on. We're talking, about your experience. You already come with a lot, so definitely more interested in, our listeners are interested in knowing what eCore Service is all about. So let's kick it off with that. Carmen, in your own words, can you tell us a little bit more?
Sure. eCore Services is the leading provider of bespoke human verified data. So we know that data causes a lot of wasted time within your sales organizations and your marketing organizations. Estimates 40% of a salesperson's day is acting like a data janitor. And so we help with that. We clean up and refresh your data. We track custom signals for customers, over 1,000 topics for our customers. And we find hard to get data. For example, if you're trying to target LATAM, we have really good success identifying data for those purposes. In the last year, when we completed list match efforts for our customers, and let's be honest, your Fortune 500 data is great in your database, right? It's really clean. But when you're talking about the other 14 million companies in the United States, we corrected the company name 72% of the time. We enhanced the URL 92% of the time. We found their company address 94% of the time and enhanced the SIC codes for targeting 97% of the time. So data is costing your team's time, and it's costing your marketing and sales organizations money.
Definitely would agree with that, right? I mean, time is money, so I'm glad that you guys are able to do that and help clients. So that way our listeners could get a good understanding of then. What would you say is a key problem then that you saw for clients, Carmen?
So the key problem is it's really a struggle to identify your addressable market and your ICP if you don't even know what businesses exist, where they're located, and then further target within that if you can't identify custom signals or intent topics. And so that's where we really provide our customers with an advantage over using just the standard data providers, the self-serve data providers.
Okay, definitely. All right. So then who would you say are your clients? What is there a vertical segment that you guys like to go after?
No. So our portfolio is across the board. Where we do find us spending our time is with revenue ops, sales operations, and marketing operations, because they're the people that really control the data in the CRM. And so that's the specific role we target within organizations.
Definitely. Okay, perfect. And so how does somebody typically find out about you guys? What would you say is your top client acquisition channel for you?
Well, I would say it's word of mouth. So, and that's old school, right? It's word of mouth. And that's one of the reasons I've started working with the eCore team, so that we can start using a web presence and modern sales techniques to identifying clients. Right now, we are focusing on an outbound effort. We have a team of SDRs, and that's where my expertise come in. I'm an expert at scaling SDR functions. And what I like to do is build campaigns that are personalized at scale. I can't hear you. You're muted.
Hello?
Hi.
Sorry about that. The good thing about this is I have an editing team. So it's great. So continuing is I am here on the website, Carmen, ecoreservice.com. What
Yes.
role does the website play for your client acquisition?
It's An educational tool. So after we speak to clients, we find that they visit our website and learn more about what we do.
Okay, great to hear that. Now, is there any tools or methods that you guys are looking at when it comes to some lead generation, Carmen?
So the first thing we're doing, I mean, you looked at our website and I would guess you'd say it could use some work. So the first thing, we are in the process of rebuilding our website. And then we are utilizing our data to launch campaigns and target specific ICPs in our addressable market.
Okay, great to hear that. Well, let's switch gears a little bit, Carmen, and let's talk about you as a leader. What are some key tasks you focus on your day-to-day work?
Yes. So right now I've been focusing on picking different verticals and building messaging that would appeal to those verticals. So like I said, I create campaigns at scale. You need to personalize to the individual and personalize to the company or industries you're targeting. And so I work to optimize the SDR's time so that they are not, I'm sure you've heard it. SDRs will say, well, it takes me hours to write a customized email or a personalized email. So I reduce the amount of time our SDRs are focusing on that, which allows them to send personalized emails to our contacts much more quickly. And then we work on a good sequence builds, right? So you work on the email, then we work on cold calling and getting in contact with our customers. We pull in LinkedIn. And so we build over time so that you start getting responses towards the middle of your sequence because you've invested that time personalizing and building a connection with prospects.
Definitely, that's great. I mean, full plate, right? I mean, like you mentioned, always helping there is crucial. So definitely good to hear that. Helping and mostly SDRs, right? Because sometimes they get stuck, and you being their light, that's
They do it. You need to write a program where it's only one sentence they have to customize or personalize, right? It's not an entire email because the world just does not provide the efficiencies and the response rates that you want for high level customization.
definitely all right. Awesome. Well, let's switch to our next section, which is our rapid fire question round. So you ready for them, Carmen?
I am.
All right, awesome. First off, Carmen, what is the last book that you read?
The last book I read was Product Led SEO by Eli Schwartz.
Okay, interesting read. All right, perfect. Now, what is one single thing that your company's focused on at the moment the most?
The most is creating the core messaging about how valuable our service is, right? So the stats I quoted at the beginning that we're correcting 72% of the company name, like those are really compelling stats about how much of a problem data is. And I think often companies, when they start, they focus on what I call bigger, stronger, faster. I'm bigger than everybody else, I'm stronger, and I'm faster than everybody else. And they don't focus enough on the problem, which in this case is dirty data, and what your return on investment or how you can make an impact with the data. And so we're focusing on that back end, being able to verbalize the problem that our customers have, and then be really specific about how we'll fix it.
All right, perfect, great. Now, if there would be no boundaries in technology, Carmen, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Oh, I'd want the tech stack reduced. I think companies collect tech and then they don't do a good job implementing what they've purchased. And so really working on optimizing the tech stack. And I think that's true for small businesses because this tech is expensive. And so you get the tech and then you hire consultants to help you implement the tech. And all of a sudden you're spending thousands of dollars and none of it is very well optimized for what you want to do. So I would reduce the tech stack.
All right, great to hear that. Now, if there's one repetitive task that you could automate, what would that be?
You know, I'm really hopeful for the advent of AI and its ability to help customize and personalize sequences at scale. I know there's a lot of AI out there that help you ensure that you're using the right number of words, you're writing at the appropriate level. But when the AI can really help personalize to a specific company or a specific individual, that'll be a huge step forward for SDR teams and AEs.
Definitely. And well, like we mentioned, you do have a lot of experience already, but what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
The one piece of advice I would give myself is not, when I started my career, I didn't believe I was a marketer. So to be more adventurous in pursuing and gaining expertise in different areas of marketing, for example, product marketing, demand gen, and seek out those opportunities in my career.
Definitely some great advice for everybody out there listening. And well, Carmen, thanks a lot for being on the show with us today. I do want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about your company?
That all you need to do is go on Google and search for eCore service and fill out a lead form. We'd be happy to be in touch with you.
Awesome. Great. Well, you guys heard it. You could always check them out at ecoreservice.com. Carmen, thank you so much for being on. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in and looking forward to our next episode at Pathmonk Presents. Thanks a lot, Carmen.
Thank you.